gotta. I have to ask you, as a woman musician, what advice can you give like to other females starting out? What would be like your pros and cons about that?
Oh, there's so much advice. Okay. One, this is gonna save yourself a lot of problem. Music is not a competition. Music is fun. Music is an expression of yourself. Find out your voice. Find out who you are. Just like unique in that way, because there is only one of you, and it is not a competition between women. It is not a competition between bands. Just build a network also of people that you want to see succeed and people that want to see you succeed, and you know, put your effort into those people. Also, don't take shit. Like, don't you can't. You have to be confident and be strong in your opinions, and define where your lines are, define what your boundaries are, define like what you will accept as a person. And it can be something as simple as like, you know, I don't like this kind of humor. Somebody's calling me like the B word or something, like friendly. Like, I don't like that. You don't have to accept it. You don't, you know, don't be afraid to take chances. Don't be afraid to be sweaty. Don't be afraid to be ugly. Don't be afraid to just like let it all fall away. Find your sisters, find your brothers. You know, music is such an invaluable tool that we have just for living in life, and just be part of it. I want to see more women in music. Every time I play a show and there will be like a little girl like in the front, I will be like, you can write a song. And I will tell everybody this right now, wherever you guys are, you can write a song with one chord. You can listen to my record. I have a one chord song on there. It's Sweet Petunia. You can write a song with one chord. Just do it, and that'll be your song. You know, you don't have to wait for forever. You don't have those feelings if you're not good enough. Be confident. Everybody's always constantly learning, you know. Don't be afraid. Just get in there, do it. It's not
easier for women to be in the music industry?
I don't know. I feel like it's easier for me now, but I feel like it's because I've grown as a person and an artist. Like, I'll just like kind of walk in and just be like, hi, I'm Laura. And that's, you know. And, you know, I'm not as shy as I used to be. I'm more confident, and I just don't even have a window of opportunity for anybody to not give me that respect. I think also, I think just by more women and just normalizing it and just seeing like the representation of seeing people like you, like, I think it's so important to be able to like look up and like see somebody that you think that you can be like on stage. I think that's really important, you know? So I'll be like, I want to be that.
The last girl question is, how do you play with heels on stage?
Oh, I don't know. I've been playing with boots a lot recently.
Oh, yeah?
The heels, it has to be wedges. It works. It depends on the set length. It depends on the set length, and it depends on how high the heels are. But I'm always like, I'm not going to do my hair. I'm not going to put on lashes. I'm not going to wear heels. Blah, blah, blah. Then the show gets closer and closer, and I'm like, do it. So it's like I got that part of me that's like, I don't want to conform to a beauty standard, but then like the other side of me is like, I feel like I want to dress up like this and have this experience. I want to be that like glamorous, like strong, like so I don't know. So how do I play heels? I don't know. Sometimes I kick them off.
I mean, I don't have that experience. Maybe I should try it.
Why not? Let's do it.
Is it hard like to stand on bass?
Is it what?
Is it hard to stand on bass? Do you stand on the bass like with?
No, I don't. I'm a very tall girl, and I don't stand on the bass. I throw the bass around, or actually sometimes I used to stand on the bass.
I thought I'd seen some photos. That's why.
Yeah, there are. I shouldn't say that. Yes, I would stand on the bass in heels. But usually not when I was playing it, so that's probably when, like, I was playing guitar or something. Yeah, but if I'm playing bass, then I'm usually running around stage, like, trying to throw it at my guitarist or something, or, like, someone in the crowd, or, I'm like, ah! And I'd be like, I don't know, how am I gonna...
Personally, there was some other aspects going on. I've never been comfortable with this whole persona that comes along with playing in a band, and it's gotten worse over the years. Like, if you look at, up until and with the 80s, if you were in a rock band, you could do outrageous things and be weird and be, not approachable, and everybody was cool with that. But then the whole online thing in the early 2000s required all of a sudden, as a musician, that it wasn't enough to just play and record, but you had to, promote yourself constantly online and be the whole, look at me. And, the fans also required more from you than just the performance. I mean, they want to get into your life and know everything about you and be able to connect with you at any moment. And I'm still not comfortable with any of that. It's not why I became a musician at all. So I just went, I'm not gonna have any online activity. I'm not gonna have a Facebook or a Instagram or any of that. I just want to be me and do what I do without having to be as approachable to everybody. So it was funny because, like, before I opened up an Instagram last year, I was like, did the thing you're not supposed to do. I Googled myself and, wrote in Patricia Day in Google. And the first thing that came up at the time, there was actually two things. The first that came up was, where is Patricia Day? And the second one was Patricia Day's fat. And that just really, narrowed it down for me what I didn't like about where I had ended up as a musician. It wasn't about me playing or the music I write. It's about how I look, and I wasn't cool with that, and I'm still not cool with that. And it's a shame because musicians used to be ugly, and everybody was okay with it, Elton John would never be Elton John today because he just doesn't have the looks for it, in many's opinion. I mean, I think he's gorgeous, but, you don't see a lot of women over 40. You don't see women that are large in popular music because somehow it's just become all about the looks and not what you're able to do. And I just didn't want to take part in that at all. And if I wanted to gain weight or lose weight or eat cake all day, that's fucking my fucking decision and has nothing to do about how I play. Actually, as a vocalist, my vocal is way better if I'm 30 pounds heavier. It's the unfairness of being a woman. And
from when you started until now, or in the industry?
Yes, things have changed. A lot, to the better.
Better?
Yes, for sure. I mean, except from the whole look and online thing. But as a musician, like, when I started out, I was the only girl in a whole building of rehearsal rooms. The only one. And the amount of times I got asked if I wanted to give a blowjob and not play the guitar. It's just ridiculous. And now that's changed. I mean, and guys are not any longer all about, we can't have a girl in the band, it's become more and more normal. Like, even in our little small world of Psycobilly, when Necromantics got Lux on board, everybody was like, it's gonna suck, she's a girl can't play. Like, what is this? She was a great drummer. She is a great drummer. But, I mean, it has become better and easier. For me personally, the beginning was tough, and then as I got successful, some things actually did come easier to me because I'm a girl. I got full endorsement from Gailey and Kruger, which is something Kim never got. I guess they wanted a girl, you know. So that helped, you know. So, but in overall, things are getting better and easier.
Things are getting easier for women in this industry.
Yeah. As long as you're not trying to become a pop star, where you know you have to have the looks with you, or you're not gonna make it, you know.
So you think is it harder like in the pop, or was it always like that?
No, I mean you've had previously, like, look at all the great female front women from the '60s, you know. But then again, it gotten worse with the whole Kardashian thing, where it's all about look and not talent. So but now it's more, you have to prove even more that you actually have a talent, that it's not just about boobs or whatever.
So it's all about that bass.
It's all about the bass, yeah.
And as a woman musician, what advice can you give to other females starting out? Are there any pros and cons?
It's great now because there's more female musicians talking about these issues. There's, you know, a lot of advice out there. When I started out, it was really a surprise to me how often I would get pointed out as being a girl. Like, when I pick up an instrument, and that would be my suggestion, when you pick up an instrument, you're not a gender. You're not a guy or a girl. You're a person playing an instrument. And just keep thinking that, and keep doing that, and don't care. Get mad when needed to, you know, yell at people when they're being assholes and pointing it out. But, you know, just do your thing. That's all I can say.
And one thing that I don't have an experience, obviously, and I mean, not that obviously, but like, how do you play with heels on stage and slap the bass and all of that?
You don't have any experience? You should try it.
No. Maybe I should. Maybe I will.
Let's hope that will be the last girly question here.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, okay, so like Lux from Necromantics, who played drums in high heels, it's actually helps her play because, you know, a double kick, your feet are in this position, so the heels actually helps her play better, I think. That's my theory. As far as wearing high heels and playing bass, it's all about please don't fall, please don't fall, please don't fall. I think I've only fallen 3 or 4 times. And I've not done it elegantly any of the times I've fallen. It's always been skirt up, legs out. But, you know, shit happens. What are you going to do?
Angel is asking you if you could play bass with any other band. What band would that be?
I would love to play bass for another band. Any band. So, is anybody out there that needs a bass player? I'm down. I would love to be able to just focus on bass and actually develop that, not having to be the band leader and the songwriter and having all these things in my head, but the bass. Who would I love to play with? I mean, I would love to play with Tom Waits, but I know Fantomas would kick me if I ever got that gig and he didn't. If I ever got to be in the same room with Nick Cave, Jesus, I would die for that.